All right, so 3,500 calories. That is equivalent to around 1 pound of fat. In this video, I'm gonna go over how to expend or burn 3,500 calories so that you can burn a pound of fat, right? Or get rid of a pound of fat. Before we go any further, let me introduce myself. So my name is Ian Tyler, AKA Infinity Ian. I am a NASM-Certified personal trainer and also a NASM-Certified nutrition coach. I've been in fitness for a very long time. I've been working out since I was around 12 or 13 because I played basketball when I was a kid. So I was constantly just in fitness activities, throughout my whole childhood and leading up all the way up until present day. The thing that's most important is that it doesn't matter how you move, you just have to move in some way, shape, or form. Literally, like, you have to burn energy, because if you're not burning energy, you're just being stationary or stagnant. And if you're just being stagnant, then you're pretty much deteriorating, unfortunately. So you got to move so that you can keep your body limber. You can be able to do these things. When you're like 50 or 60, you might be able to do one of these. May not be able. I don't know. If you get hurt, then you're not able to do it. But the goal is not to get hurt whenever you're working out. This brings me back to the 3,500 calorie topic. How many repetitions of certain exercises, the main exercises that everyone does, how many of those reps would I have to do to expend 3,500 calories or burn 3,500 calories, aka 1 pound of fat? Well, let's go through it. There's so many different ways to exercise, whether it's calisthenics, whether it's cardio, whether it's resistance training, whatever the case may be. You're burning calories whenever you're doing anything. Even if you're just vacuuming, you're burning calories, right? That's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. You're not trying to actually work out, but because you're moving and you're, moving your body in general, you're expending energy. And because you expend energy, you burn calories. Let's do a little deep dive and see how many reps would you have to do of something, or how long would you have to do something for to expend 3,500 calories. You're gonna find throughout this process that there's some ways that are more efficient than others. There's some ways that'll build your body up more than others. And there's some ways that'll help your cardiovascular system a lot more than others. Every exercise has its benefits. Every exercise has its pros and cons, right? They're all different. They're not all equal, right? But they all do make a difference. So it just depends on which one you want to do to make that difference. What we're going to do first is we're going to go over push-ups and see exactly how many push-ups would you have to do to be able to burn 3,500 calories. The thing is I've already done it, so I already know. All right, so we're going to start off with push-ups. How many push-ups would you need to do to expend 3,500 calories? Well, throughout my 100,000 push-up challenge that I've been doing, I've found that I expended around 3,500 calories once I hit the point of around 5,300, or it was around 53 actually. That was the exact number of push-ups that I had to do, 5,353, to be able to expend 3,500 calories. So that basically goes off the math of each push-up equates to around 0.65 or 0.654 calories per push-up. So it's a little bit more than half of a calorie. One of the reasons why I chose to do a 100,000 push-up challenge in the first place was because push-ups are such a good compound movement for pretty much your whole body, honestly, but very focused on your upper body. It's really good for your chest. It's really good for your biceps, your triceps, your back, your abs. They work pretty much your whole upper body. They're easy. You can do them anywhere. I have the perfect push-up because over the years of me doing push-ups, I've been doing push-ups for a very long time. I just found that these help my joints the best. You can do regular push-ups, and when you're doing regular push-ups, your hands are stagnant and they're not able to be freely moving. With these, you can really adjust how you're doing push-ups. You can do it so that when you go down, your handles are vertical instead of horizontal, or you can go down to where your handles are horizontal instead of vertical. There's so many different ways you can use these. So these are just really good to use. And that's why I chose to do the challenge with those instead of just doing regular push-ups. Also, I didn't do these 5,300 push-ups all in one sitting. Do not do that. You will hurt yourself. Most likely hurt yourself. So you don't want to do that. It was spread over a period of a couple weeks, doing anywhere from 300 to 600 reps every single session. You always want to at least have a day of rest in between every single muscle group that you work. You don't ever want to overwork things. But that's what we got for push-ups. So if you want to burn a pound of fat or expend 3,500 calories, then you got to do around 5,300 push-ups. On to the next one. All right, so the next common exercise that people do are sit-ups. I found that whenever you do a sit-up, it can range anywhere from 0.25 to 0.35 calories per sit-up. So for you to be able to expend around 3,500 calories or 1 pound of fat, you got to do around 10,000 to 14,000 sit-ups. It's not necessarily the best way to be able to get rid of fat. You don't necessarily have to do that to be able to burn 1 pound of fat. There's a lot easier ways to do that, and it won't take you as long. And everybody loves abs, and these, they definitely do help you get abs, especially when you do different variations of them. These sit-ups, they mainly target your rectus abdominis and your obliques, but they do hurt your back if you do too many of them. So you don't necessarily have to do these to get abs. You can do a different machine. You can do a different ab machine, and it will honestly work better than just regular sit-ups. But if you want to do regular sit-ups to burn a pound of fat, then it's going to take around 10,000, 14,000. Next thing we have up is jump rope. Jump rope is an amazing way to do cardio if you don't want to go on the treadmill, you don't want to go outside, you don't really want to do anything, you just want to stay in one spot. This is the best way to do it. And it's a great way to work out your whole body as well, because you got to jump, right? You got to be able to move every part of your body to be able to do this efficiently and for a long time. So this is definitely a good way to be able to expend energy. I find that I burn anywhere from 11 to 13 calories per minute whenever I'm doing jump rope. I find that I normally do around 120 reps per minute whenever I am jump roping. So that's like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So 120 of those. So if you were to expend 3,500 calories or burn 1 pound of fat, you'd have to jump rope for 270 minutes or 320 minutes, or that's equivalent to anywhere between 32,400 or 38,400 jump rope reps. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 32,000 to 38,000 of those. That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot, right? You break that down into time, that's going to take you anywhere from 4.5 hours to 5.3 hours to be able to expend 3,500 calories or burn a pound of fat. That's a lot of work, ain't gonna lie, but that's what it takes. But the good thing about jump ropes is that it's fast-paced cardio. It's good for coordination and for rhythm, right? Like you can't be fucked up, right? It'll help you if you're trying to dance, do some jump roping. You'll be able to be like, oh, oh, oh. All right, the next exercise that we have that is also foundational, everyone's been doing this since they were a kid, was jumping jacks. I find that I expend anywhere from 7 calories to 9 calories per minute whenever I'm doing these. But yes, jumping jacks are another good form of cardio. They do involve your whole body. They do get your whole body moving and flowing. So that's a valid way to burn a pound of fat. If you were to do this continuously, then it's going to take you anywhere from 6.5 hours to 8 hours, or 21,000 reps to 26,000 reps to be able to expend 3,500 calories or to burn 1 pound of fat. It's a lot of reps of jumping jacks. I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna be doing it for days. But in no way, shape, or form should you do that many jumping jacks continuously. Way too many. Your body's gonna break down. Don't do it. All right, so the next banger of an exercise that we have is burpees. So burpees is another one that we all did when we were in PE class as a kid. It's one we all hate because they're hard, but they are very good for you. And they work out your whole body as well. I find that when I'm doing them, I burn anywhere from 0.8 calories per rep to 1 calorie per rep. So that could take anywhere from 3,500 reps or 4,400 reps to be able to burn 1 pound of fat or expend 3,500 calories of energy. But yeah, burpees are a great explosive full body movement that elevate your heart rate quickly and also elevate your energy expenditure pretty quickly. I know 3,500 reps to 4,400 reps is a lot. It sounds like a lot, but it's hard to burn a pound of fat, man. So that's kind of the way it is. But you can get that done in a week if you really wanted to. You can get it done in a couple days if you really wanted to. That's really pushing it. But I would say over a week you could easily do 3,500 burpees if you were to break that up over a couple of days. The thing with these, and honestly with every exercise, is that you don't want your form to be compromised just because you're getting tired. That is where injuries can occur. So you just want to be able to do as many perfect form reps as possible. And once you get to the point where you can't do perfect form reps anymore, then you kind of just got to tone it down or just rest and wait until you can do perfect form reps again, or just completely end that workout and pick it up on another day.